Do you know somebody or believe you know somebody that's suffering from anxiety, depression, ADHD, ADD, or some mental issue, and you're having a hard time working with them, or maybe they're not showing up and being consistent, and you really want to have a conversation with them because it's annoying? Well, I just read the stats, and the stats are absolutely mind-boggling in terms of the amount of depression and anxiety that are now in the workforce and in the world. In 2023, depressive symptoms grew from a base of about 193 million worldwide to 246 million, which is about 28%. Anxiety disorders grew from about 298 million people affected to 374 million, which is about a 25% increase. Now, we know that, of course, it makes sense that people are suffering. We've heard it from everywhere, but mainly stemming from the pandemic, the isolation, more social media, more hybrid working, less being connected with people. People are more connected online and on Zoom and on social media than they are with real people, and losing the ability to converse with people and to have real connections. So we want to address it. I want to give you my quick little overview. If you don't address this with people, it just gets worse. We know that suicide is up in the healthcare field. Doctors are one of the most prominent with suicide, and they're working so hard. There's just so many things to pay attention to in the world of healthcare. And so absolutely make sure that you ask how people are doing. That's the first core thing, is how are you doing? There's a lot of solutions. I have found over time, as I wrote a book on how I healed my son off the autism spectrum, that it's not one thing. You can medicate, but then there are always side effects. So if you start and learn to manage and have conversations about your mental health, then it's going to be a lot better. It should be front and center. And so I just wanted to also invite you to a parent support group. I've got it listed on my page. It's a parent advocacy group where I do give tips and techniques and help families who are dealing with ADHD, depression, autism, anxiety, all those kind of things. So the very first thing I believe is that you have to have conversations about balancing your brain. Balancing your brain should be the very first thing that you do when you wake up. So a lot of people have their morning routine. Balancing your brain, to me, means taking the vitamins that are organic, and I have several that I do recommend and use, and taking those for myself and my family is so extremely important. It balances your brain. Also having downtime, journaling, and exercise, super important, and having that strong morning routine that will help you get your day started so you own it instead of being dragging. That gratitude thing, number 2, is really important because we get so zeroed down on what's going wrong and instead of what's going right. And if we can start every day looking forward and have a gratitude journal, it seems simple, but it's so effective, is that it puts us in a good place, peace of mind, a place where we are thinking positive thoughts as opposed to not positive. For me also, having other friends that I can talk to about it and having a social outlet where emotionally I can talk about my issues. For me, I ride horses every week. And so my horseback riding instructor kind of doubles as my therapist. So I get an opportunity to get things out. I don't hold things in. And with my son who lives with me, we do talk about the issues that are difficult, and we don't hold things in. We have very mature conversations about what's bothering us and how we need to take care of ourselves and what are our boundaries. And so I wanted to just encourage you, if you need any help, please don't hesitate to direct message me. Be glad to be a friend, to get you plugged in somewhere. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs support. If you see people in your life right now that are alone and isolated, ask them how they're doing. Start the conversation. Is there anything I can do to help? Are you plugged in? Do you have friends? Do you have a support system? The sad thing is that many people do not have a support system. So the best place to find it is in your own neighborhood, if not online, but being in person, always the superior way to go about having a connection. And I have to say that in order to be or to have a friend, we have to be a friend, then make a friend. And so it takes time, but it's worth the effort. All right, guys, if I can help you in any way, please don't hesitate to reach out. This is a massive crisis. We need to get people talking about it and helping each other, support each other, so we can get back to having a great life and a great country and a great world. Thank you so much. God bless you.